It's time to go by. Boom.
God damn. Peter.
You're also gonna cut out the part where we like.
Yeah, we
just, like,
brain
go
farted.
off.
I'm like, wait, what happens after this? And then I was like, fuck.
Charlie
Oh,
said
we
to
didn't even
watch
talk
the
about him
movie.
meeting Kevin James, bro.
Well, we talked.
We could
We
talk more
talked
about the
Kevin
summary,
James.
because, yeah.
Yeah.
We could just be like,
Yeah.
oh,
We just
continuing with
mentioned
the
how we got sidetracked.
summary. Yeah, continuing with the summary, we could talk about how he meets this one special patient who's
I don't
Kevin
know Kevin
James.
James's character's name, but I'm gonna just keep calling him Kevin James.
Fair enough. And we could say Kevin James, this and that, whatever. And then Moses, you're gonna talk more in this episode, or this increment, cause holy shit, they're all talking. And then when we say, oh, here's our guest Ivan, and then Ivan unmutes and talks, I guess.
Well, we can just say that right away, just so
Introducing
Ivan
our guest Ivan, and then be like, oh, hi guys, it's Ivan.
Hey guys, Ivan here.
Wait, Ivan, did you win the prom shit or?
Yeah,
You won?
yeah, I guess I did.
Wait, you got
I didn't
prom
actually-
king or something?
Yeah, I didn't even show up to the meeting.
You did it?
No, I was out because I had a track meet, and then me and Tony were with each other. We're eating, and then what's it called? I guess someone FaceTimed him. It's like, oh, it was an announcement, and then it's like, oh, it was me that one. I was like, oh.
Alright, so we're gonna say introducing our prom king, Ivan Hernandez. You know him. You wanna fuck him. Ivan Hernandez.
Alright, Moses, you start
I know
this.
I do.
Start the second increment.
If you won't, I will.
If you won't, I will. Let's go. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna finish up the summary. We're gonna talk about the
Just
review.
with the summary, just go straight to Kevin James and just talk about him.
Okay, yeah.
Well, guys, I'm gonna talk. Just say, oh, now bringing in our guest, and then I'll just talk.
We'll stay muted.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself.
Are we talking about actors, or did we kind of already talk about it? No, we didn't. We won't do the Megamind thing since I'm the only one here who's actually seen it.
And I
what
mean,
would
I'm
you
not gonna
do?
I'm not gonna stop us if we go past 5 minutes, because I mean, the longer the better, I guess.
There's the what would you do, if you were in Will Smith's
Alright, so
position, I guess.
so just tell me when to start the timer.
Oh, I'm still trying. All right, the street meter. Kevin added that. That's for us to rate how much Sarah's character is in the streets. We'll take that out too. There's also the Latina and Latino portrayal.
I think we should do that because Mr. Lee's gonna make a big deal out of
That's
it.
the reason we watched the movie, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. Grab my boat. Alright.
You have to say, hey, alright, we're back from break, bro. Babu.
Bruh. Do I have to say that bruh?
Say babu.
Probably. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Let me block myself in so that I'm not distracted. That's mostly why I didn't talk. Alright. Alright, and welcome back to our podcast. This is Moses again,
And Charlie.
accompanied by Charlie, yes. And we did get a little sidetracked. That's our fault, but we're gonna go back to the summary. Starting with Will Smith's character meeting Kevin James's character. I don't know Kevin James's character in the movie. I don't know his name, I forgot. But we're gonna call him Kevin James this whole time.
Yeah, and you least expected Kevin James to be in this movie. I don't know why. It's just a random thing, but I was not expecting to see Kevin James in here. Whenever I see Kevin James, I just think about Grown Ups, because one of his
I think
best
about Grown Ups as
movies.
well, because I grew up watching that, and it's a beautiful movie.
Yeah, so Kevin James is introduced in the film as Alex Hitch's one of his clients. And Kevin James has a pretty interesting selection.
I don't know her name either. But it's some celebrity, I think, right?
Yeah, she turns out to be this person with really good money, and I think Kevin James was part of a committee, and he was one of her bank accountants.
Yeah,
And
so Hitch helps him to be noticed by her by make him throw kind of not a tantrum. I don't want to say tantrum, but he like stands up for her, and letting her use her money for whatever she wants, and quits right in front of her, which is very interesting. That wasn't part of the plan, but it worked.
I mean, would you quit a
Got her
job for a
attention.
woman? Like,
Would I? Depends on what the job is, and the woman, I guess. But yeah, it works. She comes to talk to him. They plan a little, you could say, dates to talk about money though. But it was a step up from where he was before. Um, Fast forward a bit, we kind of hear a little more about his story, but it's sidetracked compared to Will Smith's story after that, where he meets up with Sarah Milas. They go on a couple dates. He almost dies.
she plays really hard to get,
He plays really hard to get, but
but he doesn't budge. Alex doesn't budge.
he's pretty good at tag. You know.
Yep.
I think my favorite scene was probably her waking up. Wait, she fell asleep on the couch too, right? I don't know. She wakes up.
Oh yeah, it was after one
She
of her.
thinks he's gone.
Yeah, wasn't it after he got the allergic reaction?
Yeah, after he almost died on their date. Beautiful.
I was.
Not beautiful. But
What did he eat again? It was some kind of seafood, I think.
shrimp shellfish or something? I don't know. He's allergic to seafood, I think. But she wakes up, sees that he's not there, and she starts having like a little tantrum. That was so funny. Then he shows up with coffee, I think donuts, I don't know. And yeah, she gets all embarrassed. It was funny. What you think?
Yeah,
That's
it was pretty funny because her hair was all messed up, and she thought she was alone, so she thought that she could be herself, I guess, or like in her natural habitat. So she was like all casual and stuff, and then she walks in and she like fixes her hairs all fast, make sure that she doesn't look messy and stuff.
Yeah, and compliments him, or I don't know if it was a compliment. She's like, "Oh, you're a morning person, aren't you?" Like that. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Guess we can fast forward a bit. She learns he's the Hitch, who, according
And
to her source, hurt one of her friends.
yeah, her friend, cause I guess her friend got into a bad hookup with this one guy who just used her, and I guess it was a thing that
Oh, yes, I remember.
she went to search for the guy, and then she asked the guy who hooked them up, and he said it was Hitch, so that automatically she wanted to hunt him down and make him look bad, and then that's how Hitch ended up on the news.
Yes, but here's the thing. Hitch refused to work with him because he just wanted Sarah's friend for the sex. And Will Smith ain't about that.
Yeah, his character in the film says he doesn't do that kind of stuff for his clients. He said he wants it to be real true love.
Yeah.
And well, if you go further into the film, Alex he doesn't want to let go of this girl, but at the same time he needs answers to why she did that, because he's still unaware that he was not exposed, but he was told about her from her friend. And when he meets this at this speed dating place, he says this quote after they argue that this is exactly why falling in love is so goddamn hard.
That scene is probably my favorite scene of the movie. Just the reality check.
And he's not really into movies with romance, so his acting for it was pretty good, because you can see the emotion in his eyes, the facial expressions, the hand gestures, and everything. And then you could tell the faces of the two girls, Eva Mendes and her friend, that they look like they know that they messed up.
Yep. But at least the friend does. Sarah, she doesn't want to admit it right away because she's a stubborn character, but that's why Hitch liked her. Now let's go to the reviews.
Hold on, I gotta do something for my sister, so we'll cut it right there.
Alright.
Dude, that was like 6 minutes.